Hey, just wondering if you got your photos printed?
Logos minted?
What?
Memes are constantly evolving in strange and fascinating ways, but the things that make us laugh never really change. This sentiment is echoed in memes like Bogos Bented and I for Gore, two breakaway 2021 formats that lean on the same proven core equation for their success. Typos equal funny. Each format has quickly made its way across the web, sparking confusion and Google searches wherever they pop up. But this is far from the first time that the web has been captivated by mistyped words, revealing a rich history of laughing at and embracing the typed mistakes of others online. Both intentional and unintentional typos have been the subject of memes going on 2 decades now, even further back if you consider LeetSpeak, an online language where numbers replace letters that actually predates the internet. Arguably though, the first time typos really became popular in the grander meme landscape was with lolcats back in 2005. Lolcats are funny pictures of cats paired with misspelled and poorly structured top and bottom text, as if spoken by the cats themselves. They quickly became the internet's obsession, combining cute cats and funny sounding words for great success. The language of lolcats is a version of lolspeak, a wide encompassing term for internet slang and words people online use to speak to one another. Many lolspeak and slang terms are intentionally misspelled, including words like more, M-O-A-R, pwned, P-W-N-E-D, watt, W-A-T, small, S-M-O-L, and thick, T-H-I-C-C. Although these terms are now intentionally misspelled most of the time they pop up, many of them were unintentionally mistyped the first time they were used, and we partly have the QWERTY keyboard to thank for that. For example, teh, T-E-H, a misspelling of the word the, is perhaps one of the earliest unintentional to intentional typo memes born of the QWERTY keyboard. While the origins are hazy, teh likely grew to popularity as a common typo made when trying to type the too fast. This is also likely the case for pwned, evidenced by the closeness of the O and P keys. These typos seemingly became so commonplace in chat rooms, online gaming, and forums online that they became running jokes and were adopted by their communities as a sort of in-speak, eventually spreading internet-wide as the language of the web. New typo-based memes and language haven't stopped popping up since the early days of the internet. Some of the biggest memes we've seen over the past 20 years have hinged upon typos, including I heard you like mudkips, Dolan, Smenim, Protect and Attack, Doge, Cheems, and countless others. Using a community's lolspeak and slang terms isn't necessarily easier, like using lol instead of laugh out loud is, but it shows you have experience on the web, that you're culturally literate in meme culture, actively separating you from the lurkers and the normies. The same can be said for those who understand and accept memes like Bogos Bented and I for Gore, rather than confusedly or angrily commenting about them. Considering all this, it's no surprise that Bogos Bented and I for Gore took off so explosively in 2021. Bogos Bented is part of a larger overall format known as Scampedboard memes. Scampedboard is a typo format based on fake text screenshots, in which one person texts another and receives a single misspelled word in response. The first of these was based on a fake exchange between a person and Tony Hawk, and was soon applied to just about everything under the sun, with the Scampedboard subreddit boasting over 200,000 members as of mid-2021. The subreddit has expanded a bit now, welcoming most memes featuring hilarious typos and misspelling. It acts as a great reminder of how funny simple typos can be, forcing us to imagine someone speaking the butchered word as typed in an IRL conversation. Bogos Bented shows an allegedly real string of text from 2018, in which a Tumblr user's brother asks her if she got the photos printed, to which she responds, Bogos Bented, and an alien emoji, an intentionally slaughtered version of the phrase photos printed, meant to confuse and troll her sibling in a unique way. The meme went viral on Tumblr that year, then across the web over the following years, hitting a peak in 2021 thanks to reposts and a slew of new memes reinterpreting it. In particular, a voiced-over version of the meme hit hard, inspiring tons of memes using its audio clips to imagine the text string IRL with new video
You got
clips.
your photos printed?
Logos minted?
What?
Bogos Bented is an intentional misspelling in every way, meant solely to confuse and sound alien, as emphasized by the emoji at the end. Memers quickly took advantage of this, commenting and posting the phrase everywhere with as little context as possible to troll and fish for reactions. Then there's I for Gore, a meme that blew up around the same time as Bogos Bented that hinges on a misspelling of I forgot, adorned with a skull emoji at the end. I for Gore first appeared in a tweet to Walmart by user It's Not Seabass, declaring that they had a question. When Walmart replied asking for the question, They simply answered, "I forgore," likely an unintentional typo due to the closeness of the R and T keys on the QWERTY keyboard. "I forgore" caught on for a lot of the same reasons as Bogos Bented, and it's likely not a coincidence they both became so popular at the same time. The presence of typos and an emoji at the end are the most obvious similarities. On top of that, internet users love to highlight others' mistakes. Even something as small as a typo becomes massive when interpreted in just the right meme. And that's exactly what happened with I forgore, as people adopted it into their online language. Memers caught onto the similarities of the two formats quickly, and by the end of July, started combining the two memes in increasingly absurd ways, punctuating them with sound effects and references to further absurd 21st century memes to add as much confusion as possible. These memes manage to work from just about every angle you look at. They work as great trolls for those out of the know, as in-jokes for those in the know, and inspire curiosity and many more, resulting in lots of Google searches and natural viral spread. It's easy to misinterpret memes like Bogos Bented and I forgore as a revival of lay random humor memes, or some sort of forced zoomer babble, but that's simply not the case. These memes play off proven patterns of success in memetics, and give users a new way to troll the unsuspecting while there's still people out there who don't understand them. Plus, these memes stand out as originals in an oversaturated meme landscape. What's more original than a brand new word? Looking back at meme history, there's an undeniable and consistent pattern of memes based around typos. In a way, these typos have shifted the way we speak online, allowing us to represent ourselves in creative and absurd ways that the standard English language refuses to embrace. The language of memes is constantly evolving in strange and funny ways, and Bogos Bented and I forgore are just the latest additions to the web's unwritten dictionary.